in a shoebox. Hell no, it ain't no motherfucking shoes. Hey, what you do, nigga? Took the motor out of it, put it in a chauffeur. Do my dirt all by myself till the nigga gon' tell. She look like God sent her from heaven, but she fine as hell. I'm sending strong to 5 sticks, man, I just broke my scale. Look, could just call a murder charge and I just post this bail. Doing donuts in a Rari, I'm a major player. Send bags to the hood and to the ops, I send some.
Hey guys, Kenny here from Elusive Racing. We have a special guest from MOTUL, Athid. Athid, I have a question, a common question that we get asked at Elusive Racing. Why the RBF600 over the 700?
To answer your question, it really comes down to the vehicle and the braking needs of the vehicle. Based on your customer, the way that I would separate them is, say if you had a lightweight Honda, whether it's a EG, EK with a K series or a B series, I would recommend, an RBF600 purely because these cars are a lot lighter. They don't demand as much braking performance.
Yep.
The brakes don't generate as much heat because they have to pull up a lighter vehicle.
Yep.
Now, where I'd use a 700 is because, the customer's got a TC5 or, an FK or an FL vehicle, which is generally, it's turbo, it's going to go faster down a straight line, it's a heavier vehicle and it demands more braking power, hence the reason why those cars have bigger brakes. So, a lot of people might not feel that it's a big difference. 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Really it's 24 degrees Celsius between the two products here, but it does make a big difference at the end of the day, especially when you go into a track day. Having brake fade at a track day, it's quite scary coming into a corner.
Yeah, it's quite dangerous as well.
Yeah, most of the time I always recommend going more than less, because when you go to a track day and you have those experiences, you tend to wish you went for the slightly better product, you know. So it does give you a little bit more headroom, the RBF700. So I do recommend, if you're unsure, you always go for a higher temperature.
And the price difference between the two isn't much as well, right?
No, it's not. No, I think the price difference is around about $10 for a bottle. Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, as I said, some track days cost a lot of money these days. Yeah. So for us to in Victoria, Winton's a favourable track for Hondas.
Yep.
And a lot of the customers that go there, it's a 3-hour drive. I wouldn't want any of the customers to go there and have a bad experience on a day where they wanted a little bit more braking performance. So not just getting high temperature brake pads and bigger discs and discs that can obviously handle heat. Yep. The brake fluid is very important too, because you can have all those components. You can have, I think you guys sell Intima. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yep, we sell pads.
So you've got different stages of brake pads there.
Yep.
In terms of temperature range. Yep. But if the brake fluid isn't able to keep up with the demands of the temperature, then there's no point of having any of that at all. So the brake fuel is going to be totally different, and the experience is going to be totally different. Yeah. So hopefully that answers your question.
Nice, thank you. That's it.
Nice.